Let's get it, everybody. Boom, baby, boom! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Your host with the most is Marky Saint. This is Saint's Addiction, and I'm addicted to bettering my life. For once, I was not destroying my life. I was bettering my life, and even though I'm still growing, still learning, still destroying, on this show, we're gonna talk about creating and shining and disciplining ourselves so we can get exactly what we want. This morning, a little bit different, y'all. A lot bit different. I'm gonna get on this campus and smoke this blunt. I already had a little bit of breakfast, but I wanted to grab some juice. It's a hot one. It's already 100 degrees, and I'm already outside. I want to get under these trees, smoke a little bit of trees, if you know what I mean. And morning, shoo, it's been transformational. You know, your boy stopped eating sugar. I don't know if you can see it, but I've lost over 15 pounds in 2 weeks not eating sugar, not masturbating. I can feel it in my muscles, the extra testosterone, the pump, the tightness, like the skin wants to get tight around my muscles. I feel healthy. And I attribute it directly to self-discipline. You know, for the longest time, I hated discipline. You know, my father coming around saying some shit. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. And I'd be like, leave me alone. I want to live my own life, you know, under my own terms. And for the longest, I did. I ate what I wanted to, traveled when I wanted to, and did whatever the fuck I wanted to. And that's part of life. And then there comes the other half of life when you've overrode people, Marky Saint. You've stopped listening because you're so excited to talk that you didn't even want to hear what other people had to say. You wanted to tell your story because you were so proud of what you've accomplished instead of interested in what other people have done. And in that, I started to ignore the way I was reacting to things and the way I was making people feel. And part of the self-discipline is that I no longer run because of my feels. You know, I no longer have to go to a chocolate bar or, you know, no one's looking. Little fun-size Snickers, nobody's looking. You can sneak those all you want, man, shit. They're free candy, free calories right there. And every time I would say to myself, well, I'm a little bit hungry. Boom, down the hatch. I use sugar, especially fake sugar, as a replacement for real mind sugar, you know, like for real status symbols. And I'm probably gonna jaywalk here shortly. Hold on. Oh, hold up. Wait. Nice. I'm not gonna get ran over. Maybe should record me not get ran over, but you know, that's part of the deal, is to be on campus and get what you feel. She didn't even watch. And then get onto the university level. And that's what I love to do, is get on university level and let people grow and learn with me. It's so beautiful to be underneath the trees and smoke on the breeze. We'll get on campus here shortly, but you're here with me. You're here in the shine with me. And that means that you've taken some sort of effort against your addictions so you can become saintly. You know, for the longest time, I felt saintly because I didn't have, you know, any real conflicts in life. I didn't have any like situations. I didn't have a girlfriend that I was arguing with. And it wasn't until I had a girlfriend to argue with that I see what was missing in me. And what was missing inside your boy was not a small penis taco truck with a dually Hemi wasting his gas in the environment, but it was my self-discipline. You know, for the longest time, plastic pocket challenge, y'all. Plastic pocket challenge. For the longest time, I just did what I wanted. And then I'd be shocked that it isn't exactly what I needed. And that's a little bit confusing, because you'll go into things and you'll be like, you'll want a relationship, but what you need is to fulfill yourself, you know? And we'll want a lot of money, right? We'll earn more or whatever, but what we don't want is to discipline ourselves on what we save. And there's so much dichotomy in Saint's addiction. You know, how's the Saint have addictions? Well, I did. You know, my last name's Saint, and I wasn't flawless. I'm not a perfect human being, and that needs to be said. You know, I've been on this campus for a hot minute, plentiful campus over here for a hot minute, all this going on, and then across the street, nothing going on. They flattened it. It's hot and missing, and it's a lot of action. You know, this is like how life tends to get at us, is throwing us the ability to learn. Ooh, that shade feel good. We're gonna get on my little favorite spot here and smoke real quick, but that's what's gonna take. Conversations with self, you know, like you alone know you and your habits. And the habits are the choice. The habits are what we're choosing. So people go, it's just my personality. That your personality gets developed from habits. And whether we like to talk about our habits or not, we are, look at all these beautiful trees and birds. We are habitual creatures. We tend to do the same shit over and over again and expecting different results. I kind of want to, I'm looking for some shade to sit under. Maybe get over here. It's a hot one. We on campus, y'all. Hot girl summer. Everybody's looking for direction. Wearing them short shorts, tank tops came out. You already know. Rebels make it happen, baby. Rebels make it happen. And that's what I am. I'm a rebel. This is the anarchy. I rebelled against what people said I couldn't do. I rebel against, see, there's the signs again. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen. That's it. Rebels make it happen. I think we need to make a shirt. HAPPEN, that's 246. Rebels 246. Yeah, 246. That'll work. Each one. Happen is a 6-letter word. Rebels is a 2-letter word. And so is it make it. So that was 4 letters and then the 2 letters, and you make it happen. And I mean, how important it is that we make it happen? How important is that we get inside of ourselves and say, no longer am I serving just my emotions. No longer am I serving just my own thoughts. I got to do something creative. Good morning. And if people don't want to reach their highest selves, right? Like, let's go working out and didn't even say hi. That was part of what I was talking about. I used to work out all the fucking time in a form of discipline, self-discipline, working out, concentrating every day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. And what I didn't realize is that I was stroking my ego, bro. You know, I wasn't doing anything but my ego. I think I'm gonna sit right over here and watch people come by. And in that service, I wasn't being of service to anyone but me and my image. Good morning. How's it going? Hey, you're walking. That's all that matters. He's walking, y'all. And that's all that matters. A little art, a little walk, a little talk. I was talking to my friend in Pakistan this morning, and he said, you know, it makes me feel more awake, more spiritual. And that's what I want people to feel, is more awake, more spiritual, more grounded. Take your shoes off. Get in here, you know? Take your shoes off. Fucking live a little. Get grounded. You know? Feel the shade. Feel the fucking grass between the toes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Smart. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, on my thing we say, I love my life. That's right. That's right. I knew you did. I knew you did. Yes. Blessed. Just to get out of the apartment, get away from the walls, get away from the paint, get away from the windows, get outside where you don't, the biggest window out here is outside. You know, get free. That's what it's going to have to be. You're going to have to find a way to get free like me. And part of my freedom came to releasing myself, you know, releasing myself from my patterns. And that gives me the ultimate and good morning accomplishment. You know, I am accountable for what I do. I am the one and the reason why my things aren't working. And a lot of people, when they go into the situation, they don't want to do that. They don't want to sit there and go, I'm the reason why things don't work. They want to blame other people. You know, you didn't get up for work, but you're going to blame your alarm clock. You know, be it's my alma mater here, both. Roseph. It's growing. I'm trying to find a real shady spot. with some spot where I can sit and put my feet. Is that one right there? No, that looks like a trying to share it, trying to find it. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Let's go over there and do it. Perfect. She's still doing it. Smart. Super smart. Yes. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be over here doing the same thing.
Grounding with Mother Earth.
Grounding, so important. Have a blessed day.
You too, thank you.
Yes. Look at all these young kids too coming to school. It's a great impression. These aren't high school kids. These are like middle school kids over here on the campus. But yeah, be a rebel. Be a rebel, y'all. Be a rebel. Be an instigator. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Lead yourself. I hope you can see all these little floaties floating by right now. It's amazing. Can you see that? Can you see it? All the cottonwoods. Oh my God, there's one. Oh, almost caught it. Oh, see that? See that little seed? Everything you need in a seed. Make a wish. So beautiful. I'm definitely grounding right here, right now. Let's ground up. I already got it rolled up. Let's grind up. Yes, blessed. Your boy Saint. Let's get this, shall we? Get these feet. Get these feet in the grass, shall we? Ooh, with that nice little cold to it too. And that's where we're at. You know, we're here at UNLV. You know, my old alma mater. About to smoke a blunt, watch an old lady walk back and forth. You know, chilling where the sun is shining. So important. Take the hat off. Take the glasses off. You know, sit and observe. You know, higher education. Make it happen, UNLV. Make it happen. See, Rebels, REBE. See, 246. 246. That's Saint's Addiction. I have to count the letters and make sure they're OCD. That is a true shirt addict. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I do every fucking time. And that's what we're gonna have to do every fucking time, is have that conversation with ourselves and say, hey self, you know, not for nothing, but we're gonna have a new habit. And every time we make the choice, what's up, man? Good morning. And every time we make a choice, we get to choose for ourselves. For ourselves, not just because the choice is you choosing, but you're choosing you. And that's such an important thing, is for us to choose ourselves, you know, and choose our emotional stability. And instead of choosing being right in an argument, or choosing some calm instead of choosing some stress, you know, choosing to be outside instead of choosing to be inside. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I could have been inside in air conditioning, but I'd much rather be under the trees, dude. And I just feel much better. And look at her, she's still walking. You know, so's the other girl with her high pump up shoes and tight pants. But I want to know, does she feel as more comfortable as she does? You know, she seems apprehensive. She's walking like she got a stick up her butt. She doesn't look like a loose soul. She looks like a soul that's had a lot on her mind. This old lady looks like somebody that's figured it out. And I don't know if that's time or education or what, but she's figured it out long enough to stop her stuff in the shade and walk and ground and remember that she's alive and not a fucking number. And oh, by the way, Wheat Swag Bags, shout out wheatswagbags.com, Saint's Addiction. You know, find out that you're not a fucking robot, dude. You're not your fucking khakis. Just like, I'm not my fucking car. Even right now, my car's not started. Oh, well, I'll walk around, you know? You ain't got a place to live. Oh, well, I'll figure it out. And that's what ends up happening. Ooh, look at the whole group coming. There's a whole group of students taking the tour. How cool is that? Oh, they're coming through there or what? Yes. Good morning. I think there was only one ring, so it's got to be 1 o'clock. Did you hear the alarm? Look at this little show coming up. Looks like a student. Look at all these students, man. I remember my first day in college and having some young guy show me around the campus and what it felt like, you know, to be young and ambitious and the whole world ahead of you, trying hard. I was telling my homie today that I was doing what you call it, the SATs twice just to get a better score, just so I could go to a better school. And that's what it's all about. Like, these kids have their whole lives ahead of them to be 42. They're probably 18. So what are we? We're 20 years apart from this journey. 20 years ago, I was in their shoes, wearing my brand new shirt and my badge and talking to somebody. And I hope you can see all the little floaties in the sky. Look at all these kids coming. I hope you can see it. Wow, the cottonwoods are just coming out. This is so amazing. Got it in my beard. And that's what we need to do. Self-discipline. Small switches make big changes, man. It's so incremental, but it could be a percentage point. It could be a doubling. Like people talk about all the time when you're on the if you put a piece of rice and double it, shit, by the 16th one, there's not enough rice in the world. And that's something that we have to figure out. We need to figure out ourselves. I don't know if these kids are doing it. I'm sure they're trying to figure out what's the biggest way to make money and how do I just relieve stress. But we never have conversation on why we're stressed. Everybody might have a reason why, but the idea is that behind self-discipline is you're the reason why. You're the reason why your shit's not working. You're the reason why you're late. You're the reason why your relationships don't work. You're the reason why you're poor. You're the reason why you got a bad attitude. You're the reason. And unfortunately, it's a monkey tail. Got to do the monkey tail. My friend does it in his English accent. It's not even English accent. It's a New Zealand accent. And like my fresh monkey tail, it's a tail. It's a Tawill tail. It's a monkey tail. I fucking love it. And that's what we're doing. We're figuring ourselves out. I could be sitting there on the phone, trying to call AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts. Where's this? Where's that? No, man, I just chilled out. I wish I could have been chilling some other moments. Chill like this, where every second seems to fly by in little cottonwood spurts, There's some in my beard. Yep, see, I told you. Like, that's so magical that the earth comes in parts and kisses me. That's so cool that we can all be a part of something. It's just raining all this cottonwood around. It's so amazing. I wonder if you can see it up too. You see it floating around? Yeah? You see it floating around? I sure hope so. Because that's us floating around without any direction. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to not have any direction. Like I said earlier this week, I don't have all the answers. I don't know what happened. I was coming to get married and have a child and start a family. And now I'm back to my normal single self. And part of me acknowledges that I wanted to keep it the same. I wanted my freedom more than the control. And I self-sabotage situations because I didn't have the control. When I was losing my baby, I was acting crazy. When I was in a corner and in a conflict, I responded very aggressively. And it was just my way of trying to keep control, right, in my life. And just like I'm controlling not smoking this, and I was telling my friend, man, we can put it down. We can get some self-discipline. I don't even have to smoke this, but this is my show and this is my smoke time. But more than anything, this is my time. This is your time. And how we treat our time is going to be indicative of our future. A lot of people want to worry about the future, but they're not willing to do the thing now. That takes something, energy, to make it different in the future. And that's what I wanted people to have, a different future. Not that you are a robot and you're going to control every fucking aspect of your life. That's just not how life works. But subtle changes, little things. Could be the 5 minutes of waiting and grounding like she just did. It's only 5 minutes, but her whole attitude and life is going to be better. Most people, I don't want to get my feet dirty. Then you don't want to live. You don't want to risk, then you don't want to live. You think you can play it safe? Risk over safe, homie. There's no safe. There's no promise to you. Goddamn, look at this booty on his shirt. Butts on shirts. And that's why we have to have this conversation, because most of us are just out of control, bro. The gun laws are out of control, bro. Man, I got to be 21 to get a beer, but you can get a gun under 18. That's scary to me. Or at 18, that's scary to me. You know, I can get cigarettes at that age. It probably should go up to 21 too. The lobbying, the pressure. You know, are you guys really making that much money on guns that you have to kill children? You know, small changes, man. Even if it's just a little bit, you know, it leads to something. Even if it's just walks at night, even if it's not eating late at night, you know, even if it's calling people back like you said you would. There are so many subtle changes that we can make to change the dynamics of who we are in our future. And that's so important, man. I mean, it's just like, I couldn't believe it. I've been watching it. I think it's a 4-hour audiobook. I'll put it in here below. But reading through it, self-discipline's where it's at, homie. Self-discipline's where we all want to be. Listen to Mike Tyson said, discipline is doing the things that you hate like you love it. You know, I'm not asking you to undo hate or pretend to love things. But what I am asking you to do is to take control of yourself today, you know, this Friday, and say, Friday, you know, and say, what little things of myself am I unaware of? Because that's going to be a tough one. You might want to ask your friends and family. They know you better than anybody. They're going to be like, yeah, that's you. Every Sunday, you like to watch basketball and smoke weed and get your hands down your pants and sit on the couch like Al Bundy. And that's you. What does you look like with a little self-discipline? What about you getting more hours of sleep than trying to keep up with the Joneses in fear of missing out? What about people that keep eating late at night and wanting to lose weight? What about people that want to be spiritual and keep drinking? Both of those are my friends right now. They're doing it. I love them, so I tell them. I love me, so I control me. I have seen with my own son's life what it looks like without discipline, without the ability to tell myself what to do, get up early, work harder hours, stop complaining, stop eating sugar, stop masturbating. I mean, a month ago, I would have thought it was impossible, to be honest with you, because most of our addictions have such a grip. Most of our addictions have such a grip over us that it dictates more than our thoughts. Like I was telling the homie, you know, the thing's already coming to my lips. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop me from arguing with my baby mama. You know, I couldn't stop from being enraged with her. Even small little shit. It'd be like, get the fuck away from me. And I'm sure you've been there too, with your significant other or your ex, and you're like, you motherfucker. You probably motherfucked them. You probably cursed them out over something small. Just be real. And it's only because we're frustrated. That ain't what really happened. We just frustrated. And when we frustrated, you know, everybody has an ability to lose their cool or lose their ability to see themselves. And I feel that's where we are blind. That's where we are blind. That's when the blind starts leading the blind, is that we don't see ourselves. I didn't see it was Friday. I was just like, let's get back to work. Let's fix the car. Let's get the battery fixed. Let the anxiety wheel take control over me instead of me taking control over my anxiety. Gilbert Melendez, UFC fighter, says he's getting anxiety before fights and it's getting worse. And I said, same, bitch. Same here, dude. Same here, dude. I'm gonna make a same here, dude. And same here, dude. Like, same, man. I argue with my mom, and I wish she was chill. You know, I have to unlearn this rapid fire, say whatever's on my mind, and love them later type shit. It was a bad way to learn love. I love my mom deeply. She said, you should be so lucky. I said, kind of not, man. I kind of don't want that kind of conditional love. Only when you're conditioned to do that will you be on the cycle of anxiety, to just jump and go, okay, shit, I gotta rush. I gotta make something happen. That's anxiety, you know? Being able to sit with yourself long enough and say, hey, self, man, I can see you, bro. I can see you do things. Now let's try to do something differently. And that's what ended up happening, you know? I'm gonna do my next relationship differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me differently. I'm gonna start treating me differently. Me, my old self, well, it expects sugar every night. It kind of just demands it. And before I go to bed at night, it would be like, yo, bitch, kiss me, I'm chocolate. You know you want to kiss me. And I remember distinctly having this show when I was 3 hours in the bed talking to them cookies. 3 hours in the bed talking to cookies like, yo, cookies, you gonna help me? Grounded. Oh shit, we got a whole crew. We're all in the middle of it. Look at these crews right here, bro. We got a whole crew of young kids. And that's where it's at. What cool. How cool is this? You can hear their tour. Let's hear it.
Where you work with industry professionals and then kind of get a feel for how it is to actually work. This year, the musical is Violet. Not too familiar with that one. Not gonna hold you on that. Last year we did Little Shop of Horrors.
That's so cool.
And they
Look at fashionable. That's dope. Everybody's in their own world, but they're not in their own mind. You know, we get in this robot world. I call it robot or mannequin or whatever you want to call it. And we start acting like we don't see people. We start acting like we don't see ourselves. One of the problems, and I don't use problems, I usually say challenge, but there's a problem with alcohol. It cancels out your feelings. And most people, that's what I wanted. I want that effect to make my brain stop overthinking. And instead of sitting with it, meditating with it, getting extra spiritual with it, what we do is we numb it, we kill it. And that a thing that we do with that section in our brain actually kills our emotions too. The way we love. So you can't feel pain, but you can't feel love. Is that not wrong? Is that not right? That's not right. That's not. I don't think that's the way it was intended, dude. You know, if you could keep the one and not the other, then you'd have Saint's addiction. But it didn't come that way. My health, my mental health, my ability to cognate comes with some stress. It came from learning from those pains and learning from difficulties and still trying, even though, sometimes it's like there's no money. Sometimes there's no willpower. Sometimes there's no vision. I've lost sight before. That's why I do this show, bro. Like, dude, I don't have all the answers. That's last week's episode. I don't know. I'm not the only graduate from UNLV, This motherfucking 70s architecture and shit. Look at this shit curved up on the edges and shit. What the fuck? Who did what now? The fucking shag carpet and shit. UNLV poured place concrete. And that's where we can find ourselves. Talk to ourselves. Literally. Have the conversation and go, dude, what are we going to take control over now? What are we going to take control over before I get stabbed in the foot with something? What in ourselves? I'm telling you, I feel great, dude. Let me show you. I feel fantastic. I couldn't believe it, but I'm holding on true because it's working. If it didn't work, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And neither would you. But eating vegetables works, bro. Eating vegetables works. I told you, 95% of us, if we tell someone we're going to do something, then we have to do it. What the hell is that? Like, I can see my lobes, dude. And I can actually feel underneath my abs. I'm like a finger length down from my belly, looking down. From some people. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Being able to show myself that I have self-confidence. Being able to show myself that I love myself. And I love myself enough not to masturbate myself. I used to say it helped me sleep. Sure, I guess. So does cuddling. But I didn't cuddle anything. I started cuddling the computer. How many of us are doing that? How many of us are doing the little bits without doing the hard bits, the long bits, the bits that count? And that's the conversation that needs to happen. What can we do to ourselves? Not with someone else controlling us, because you know that ain't gonna work. If someone else tells you what to do and how you should do it, that'll go over like a fart in church. But if somebody were to take real control, real acknowledgement, like your boy say, I have to practice what I preach. I have to fucking find it inside myself. Let you go. Yes. Thank you. Yes. All of it. So cool. And that's it. You know, what have you been wanting inside more than anything? Now's the time to get it. You want motivation? Straight up, bro? Motivate yourself. You're going to have to figure it out. And not just a way to it, but what way? You know, what way do you want to go from here? You know, so many of us are still stuck in our own way. You know, like how many people go back to college? How many people get off their phone? This chick will probably walk the whole way being on her phone. Not even alive, dude. Just on her phone. She don't even see me. It's robot mode. Good morning. At least she said something. Most people are living in robot mode, bro. Look at these beautiful trees. Oh, these beautiful trees. And when we're in the default mode, the numb mode, the robot mode, we are blocking out things. We are blocking out extra things on purpose. Like we're like, oh, it's a human. It's a lot of energy. I might not look at them. They might look at me. That's why it's so easy for me to do the show, dude. It's like, fuck yeah, I'm recording, and so are you. You're alive now. We're alive. Most people only come alive when it's TikTok. You know? Shit, I'm alive before the show even starts, dude. I can feel alive. I can feel my life. And I can feel my life even more when I decide to change it. You know? If I'm not under the sugar, right? Now my money's gone up. It's like getting rid of cigarettes. It's like, who's been taking $10 out of my account every week since I was 13 when I first started smoking cigarettes? You've been doing it. You've been getting exactly what you wanted, didn't you? You spoiled little brat, spoiled little bitch. You got what you want. And that's what happens. That's why we got no money discipline. We'll just spin. And trust and believe you, I'm going to catch you on a butts on shirts. I'm going to catch you on an impulse buy because that's what saints do. I mean, that's part of my marketing. That's the niche. But if you want to avoid the long arm of the law, if you want to avoid your pitfalls, it's self-discipline. It's watching yourself gain control over you. It's amazing to me. It feels so different. Like I don't have this weight on my belly. Weighed in 213 this morning. Down from, I don't even know. I could just feel it. I could see it. It's like explaining Jesus or something. I can just feel it. I can just see it. And that's what ends up happening. We need to feel and see, man. And not feel our feelings, but see how we feel our feelings. You know, see that we are triggering ourselves. And how many moments left? I mean, I'm sitting in a really magical moment, and then if I bring up my baby, it kind of steals away from the moment real quick. You know, and then I can concentrate on missing babies and abortions and broken relationships and heartaches. That'll definitely eat up the day. Like I almost like choosing like what kind of food you want to eat. When you always go with your friends, you want something from the store? You want something from the store? Oh yeah. Oh, you want some self-discipline? Yeah, that's not at the store. You want some self-discipline, dude? It's not at a convenience store. Nothing convenient. It's all sugar, salt, dude. I don't even know what else is there. It's just sugar, salt. And that's what we do. We keep going back to the same shit, man. We keep going to the same watering holes that we figured out in our heads. How's this work for me? If I go to this place, XYZ. Look at this bird coming through. That's super dope. I just wanted you to see the view. It's not all about my face, not all about the ego. It's about the moment, man. That's what it is. That moment when you decide that you're going to start living. You know, the moment where you can see yourself alive. Look at these guys go. Yes, bless. That's so cool. It shows me how woke they are. If they can stare at their phone, they can stare at a human. And human over phone all day. We're gonna have to make a shirt, but that's what seems to be the choice, is to be a human or a robot. You know, I mean, I don't mind my dishwasher, you know, a more effective dishwasher, but I'm definitely not trying to lose people time. That what seems to be the worst, is the time we have with people, the time we get to learn our characters and our personalities is only with people. You're not learning up against the computer, right? It's like playing chess against the computer. You're missing a whole lot of levels there. And unfortunately, we've substituted, dude. We're already substituting real life for meta. It's like a fake life. And that's why it's fake book. And fuck fake books, you know? Yo, show it off, show it off, show it off, show it off, show it off. Yeah. No push, bro. One push. And it can go forever, ever. When's the last time you were on a skateboard? When's the last time you were like, wee, and got a quick wee without a drug? Without a shot in your hand? I mean, basically, I see just a bunch of adults that have forgotten how to be happy. Or how to make themselves happy. You know, this dude just pulled up to the steps, rolled up with a skateboard, and he just looks so free. That's the commodity. Free time. Free fun time. Look, he's back on it too, covering ground, man. One of the books was saying that. The Fuck Your Feelings books was saying that. They were talking about it. I'm gonna get on this other side. The sun's been encroaching. This other dude's coming through too. They were talking about it, bro. Ooh, I put the nasty cap on my cap. Oh man, see? Picking up trash. Not even concentrating. That's high. Put it in my bag. The sun was moving over there, bro. Sun's moving. We're moving. Weed swag bags. We out here. Plastic, pick it up. Monkey tail in the bag. They're so awesome, dude. I use my weed swag bags everywhere I go, by the way. Just everywhere. Weed swag bag, boom, got you. Got you, bro. Got you. And that's what I want people to get. That we got ourselves, man. We got ourselves to learn. We got ourselves to thank. And we got ourselves to blame. It's just what it is. And I know that sounds a bit much, but it needs to be said. Watch this guy. I think this guy's a professor. You look like a professor. He's not. Sorry to interrupt. He's on his phone. That dude looked like a professor, bro. No, I'm not a professor. Nutty professor. Breaking people's boundaries, one of my favorite things to do, you know? When I really get back to loving my life again and making sense of why I lost my son's life, and I get past my grief phase, I'll be screaming I love my life in the most inappropriate places, dude. I love shocking the fuck out of people and seeing who else loves their lives, you know? Right now I'm just stoned and I want to chill and everything's just floating by like Narnia. You know, it's nice to just decompress and not think about stress. That's where it's at. 5-hour calm. Everybody wants it, but nobody wants to talk about it. You know, nobody wants to do. Get some calmcbds.com. You know, getting your calm on. Get your calm on. That's funny. I don't know. You come up with ways, but that's shocking. That's what weed does for me. It calms me down. It helps me not be in my mind. Sort of like a beer effect, but a little more healthier, I think. But also deep in thought means deep in emotions. Deep in thought means deep in life. You know. Full dress.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. And just more in the moment. More in the moment. You know, so many moments. And it's hard if we're not in the moment. I worked out a lot, bro. I still kind of do, but my anger controlled me. My determination controlled me. My competitiveness controlled me. That guy has no empathy. That guy has nothing but win on my mind, and instead of winning my mind, I rather, like, what do? We'd rather get what we want, or that's a win to us. Like, man, I deserve ice cream. You're like, what the fuck is ice cream but fucking cream and sugar, man? I get it, because I'm with it, you know, I get it. I feel the addiction too, where it's like, oh man, it's a hot day and everybody's, you know, licking an ice cream cone. You're gonna be like, I want my ice cream cone. Of course you do. You know, I'm not trying to slap ice cream cones out of people's hands here. I want you to slap the ice cream cone out your hand. I want you to say, this is my 5th one today. Or, you know, my 5th shot of the day. Or some off button. Some form of, I'm in control of this. Because usually when we're intoxicated, we got no control. Why do you think we like to get women inebriated at parties? We want you making less better decisions. I mean, obviously comfortable, but uninhibited, right? You know, full addiction. It's a force. Someone was saying it's a disease. It's just more of a selfish mind, really. You know, like if your mind is wired that way, if your mind is wired for a reward complex, thanks for the psychology degree, UNLV, actually. I'm walking around in my head, like when I'm talking to you guys, like I used to go to this library over here. They call it the toilet bowl because it literally looks like a toilet bowl from space. If you don't believe me, go look up UNLV complex. You know, the light, you know, there's a light made out of metal here for all the performing arts. The guy going to the gym, I can tell by his physique and where the gym is at because I used to work there, you know. The library, there's just so much education that I got taught, you know, and not that I got taught, but I paid attention, you know, I paid for it, so I really paid attention to it. And I mean, you're paying with your life, you're paying with your time. I mean, I'm hoping that me giving you this information is worth your time. That's all I want to do, is give Periscope with a purpose, you know, reach, preach, and teach. I'm learning too, but fuck yeah, man. Have I always had self-discipline? Yes, but not in this capacity. This is new game shit right here. This was like, wait, well, it's not just me competing against someone else. That guy will do extra reps and he will do longer shows. Like I can endure things. What I didn't want to do was control myself and my temper. Like if I felt the need to tell somebody, they said, that's Mac the Knife. If you can control yourself under pressure, isn't that not what we are trying to do here? Is that not very Tony Robbins of us? I'm so grateful everybody's under these trees doing laps. She works here at the office, but she's got her music going. She's doing laps. We need more people here on this campus. Every time I'm on this campus, it's nowhere near what it used to be. I mean, you see people and bump into them, people wearing regalia. This is our university. There it is. 2, 3. heard 5, and I know it's not 5 o'clock. So something about it, something about our posture, you know, and it makes it so much easier that I don't have to wait in front of me. It's been tremendous, dude. Just quitting shit left, right, and straight, man. Just telling you, get on some Saints addiction tip. Get to know yourself. Call yourself out and get yourself disciplined. It's so much easier than having someone else tell you you're a fat ass. That's when it's gonna hurt. There's somebody else trying to tell you you're drinking too much coffee. But I mean, you can string yourself out, can't you? Can't you do it like, I don't know. Well, I tell people 5 seconds. That's the 5 seconds of, if you don't just do it for 5 seconds, just sit it down for 5 seconds. Then you have a chance at quitting cigarettes. You need to put things down like your coffee. I mean, even make it to the effect that it's in front of you, and just go, this week I'm not having coffee. And just start a new neurotransmitter, a new neural pathway for both you guys, you and your brain, to have a shot at it. Feel me now. I say it often, but hear me now, feel me now. You have neural pathways, and you can give yourself a chance for once, because the habits always got you. So that's the video game, the masturbation. It matters not. The coffee, dude. If you're taking it personal and you're like, well, at least I'm not talking about cigarettes. There's a fucking long list of shit that makes monkey see and monkey do. And monkey see cocaine, monkey do cocaine, right? I know a lot of people like that. Monkey see meth, monkey do meth. Like, what? We were talking about that yesterday, me and my homies. It's tough. We do the drugs that match our psychosis. I mean, the harder the drugs, the harder the pain. And that sucks. So as a psychologist, right, I see patterns. I mean, I'm not a perfect human being. I knew I had some patterns, but shit, I didn't know anger was a pattern. I thought it was all substances. So it was so much easier to quit something like a sugar, because it was so external. I was like, I can readily identify, especially when it's like kind of get low on energy. Let me go grab a Coke. I'm like, that's 260 calories. That's back on sugar. You'll probably grab 2 or 3 Cokes as soon as you grab that. The real conversation with it. And then my buddy's like, well, you're drinking sugar, right? I'm like, this is a juice, bro. Stop it, man. I get my juice on. There's sugars everywhere, but I'm talking about processed sugar, and you're deflecting and trying to hold me accountable, and like we're at court instead of yourself accountable. It was a strange encounter. I don't think we'll be friends for long, because I think he's lying to himself, and I don't lie to myself. And I called him out, and he said it hit true at home, but I think he's still drinking at home. And if you want to stop drinking at home, if you want to stop being alone, stop masturbating. Keep your energy inside of you for a little bit. Watch the radiation of it. I know me as an animal, fucking hell, dude. It's a mating thing. I don't know. I know with my ex, I was definitely a mating thing. Like, I knew I wanted to have babies with her. It's so weird. I knew we had the same nose. That's why it hurts so much to lose this child. Over miscommunication, y'all? Over loss of control? That's how important it is. You don't believe me? Go ahead, cash your check, bro, at the casinos. That's another one, gambling. You know, you think it's just drugs. It's our habits, man. It's these weird little shits that give us fake buzz. And they sell us all the fake buzz because they want the profit. Fake buzz, addiction to guns. Like, they know you already have 20 guns, but they'll sell you another. You know, like, what the fuck? What, you're gonna unmagically overprotect yourself? Well, if you're on that tip, you're gonna double down on it. Same with gambling. Same with sex. The fucking one of my favorite addictions. And you just go like, especially when you pair bond with somebody. But I think that's making love. But the sex addicts, like Butterbean just came out with it. His wife knows. You know, like I'm a kinky monogamist, but his wife knows. Okay, here we go. We got some more kids coming. Here we go. Run over.
No, you're fine.
Don't get run over. Don't get run over. Our future. That's blessed. Look at those backpacks too. Don't run over our future. So dope. So dope. And that's why I love having a not blank backs, because I know it says LBOG on my back. Blah, blah, blah. Tears over my blah, blah, blah. Yeah, love logos. I love advertising. I love mentality. Really, this is all about mentality. If you want in on it, in on the sauce, like she just got under the trees. That's genius. You know, get yourself under some shade. Get yourself a red shirt. Get yourself a backpack. Get yourself ready to spend the next 4 to 6 years in one place making it work. Do these kids know that they're going to have to move from place to place? Do they know what rent's like right now? Do they got it handled? Probably a car payment, a job like I did. I mean, this stuff's tough. And the commit 12, 16 credits a semester. I don't know. I don't even know what a credit costs anymore. Shit. It was $167 when I go. I'm sure it's like $667 now. Just ridiculous. But what's not ridiculous is a little simple posture control. What's not ridiculous is a little bit of grounding, getting the plastic off my feet. What's not ridiculous is getting under a tree. None of this cost me any money. It just was a simple decision. Also, eating the food also has helped a lot, because then I can just go to a different store. I'm going to spend the same amount of money, $7-10 at fast food restaurants, to $7-10 at the grocery store, where I'm getting fruits, juices, real meals from Whole Foods to Trader Joe's to organic stuff to drinking a lot of water to making it work. And that's what I want people to get, you know, is their life to work for them instead of against them. I can't believe I just blew the biggest opportunity in my life. I've been wanting a child for so fucking long, dreaming of it, and I blew it. I don't put it on her no more, dude. I can't, you know, it's just like me. I want it so badly. If you want something so badly, you'll give yourself some discipline for it. Trust and believe that. But day one, he needed a truck. They stole his truck, bro. $10,000 stole his truck, and on top of the Rio, and he went and worked Saturdays, you know, stopped answering the phone. Even for your day one, he just stopped answering the phone, and that ends up happening, you know. That's what ends up happening, you know. We set ourselves up for success or failure, and whether we know it or not, you know, whether we're aware or not, awoken, you know what I'm saying? It's about life. Life goes on. Their lives are just starting. Their whole futures are just starting. It's so fucking cool. And I love it. Look at UNLV going backwards in some Crocs. I fucking love it. I love my life. These guys should do it too. Yes, bless. I was too scared to scream it. Maybe too stoned to do it too. Maybe I didn't want to crazy. She's still on saying what's up on her camera, you know. But, you know, I do love my life slowly but surely. You know, I used to scream it on top of Machu Picchu. Losing a child will take it out of you. Grief, some sort of loss. I have to figure out a way to take a loss like a boss. I have to figure out a way to get a new neural pathway. I have to figure out a way to take an L's into a W. Las Vegas, baby. We need to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Las Vegas, baby. We need to figure it out. And that's what I wanted. You know, I wanted people to figure it out inside themselves. You know? When I lifted up my elbow, I knew the L and the V would look better. I just knew. And it was so funny. He was mentioning, day one was mentioning L's, and I showed him the new logo, and I was like, see, L's into W's, bro. Yo, L's into W's, bro. So, from the V to the A, bam. There it is. That's my W. My boy David James asking, you don't have a reason why. You know, I'm big enough reason why. I try to find it for everyone. Everyone's going to have to find it for themselves. But, you know, loving my life is one of the reasons why, you know. Being a better man to become a better father. Still what I want, you know. And I'm not done learning my lessons. Then fucking send me back and make me do it again, dude. I took the SATs twice. I'll be a father. I tried being a father twice. Just keep giving things tries.
even if you've done it before and failed, you know, like I'm talking about giving yourself a chance, even when it hurts the most. Like right now, you know, my heart hurts the most. It's not easy because I'll pick and choose the feeling and the thought. You can't get over it. And I keep saying the word can't, and I don't even use the word can't. And then it doesn't enable myself for getting over it. It's almost like my buddy offending me the other day saying, you need to get over that. Like, you need to get over yourself. We don't need to tell people what to get over or when to get over things. That's not in our control. I don't like this stuff floating around. But what is in our control are our thoughts and the powers that come with it. And to adjust to it, y'all. That's what I want people to do. I want them to be able to adjust to their life, and just little small incremental things, you know, little promises kept become big rewards later. And that's what I want people to do. I want them to get the big rewards. I want them to be screaming, I love my life, you know, from the top of their lungs, and feeling it in the bottom of their lungs, the bottom of their soul. Pardon me, I'm still grieving, but I want you to do it. You know, reason why your day can't be I love my life ready, you know. There's no reason it can't be ready for a change. There's no reason any person can't give up some kind of habit, some kind of pattern, some kind of way. And that's what I'm hoping people to do today is self-discipline. It's the key to getting everything you've ever wanted in your life. And yeah. And when the light comes by, you make sure to shine. You know, that's an hour of my time. Give me some juice, my damn self. Get my life going again. That's the plan. This is how I learned, you know. A lot of audiobooks. You guys can too. All these birds are taking off. Take off. I don't know what it was called. I think it was just called Self-Discipline. 3-4 hour set. 3-4 hour set and YouTube. And you too can be a rebel. I make these signs too, by the way. They're super dope. You too can be a rebel, a peaceful anarchist, you know, a peaceful resistance. You too can figure it out. And that's what I want people to do. I want them to figure it out, figure themselves out, figure their lives out. That's what it's all about, you know, some real true healing. And the more we keep unlocking ourselves, man, I feel almost limitless right now. I mean, besides for a big loss in my life, you know, I keep telling everybody professionally, this shit's blowing up. You know, personally, I still struggle. But I keep it real. I think that keeps the show authentic, but I am authentic, you know? I'm authentically me, and you are authentically you. And if you like, share, and subscribe, you will get this kind of content on a regular basis, this kind of shine, this kind of information every day. Every day, just so we can be alive, you know? I almost didn't even hear the sirens. I just focused on loving my life, and I would love to scream it, but I don't fake it. And I'll be back to it, you know, as soon as I get more self-discipline. It's been doing wonders for me. So please like, share, subscribe. That's what I always say. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Marky Saint. I love my life. And if you love your life and you get a chance to love your life, I made an I Love My Life shirt. And that goes directly to Saints Giving. And we're working on the donation button this morning. So go be blessed, not stressed. Blessed over stressed. That's the Saints Anarchy shirt, saying, and lifestyle. Peace and love. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao. Beijos. Shine. Don't forget, self-discipline is the best thing on time. Later.